What's happening, guys? John Champion here. Welcome to my channel. This is a weekly analysis video. This is your first time here. Thank you. I do appreciate it for seeing you guys here. And if you are returning, equally so, I do appreciate you coming back. So, in this weekly outlook, we're going to be looking at a couple of the commodities, gold and oil, and probably about 3 to 5 currency pairs. I don't like to trade too many pairs during the week. I like to narrow it down and just focus on those, and that way I can be sort of more of a sniper with my trades than having too many charts open at one time. Someone did ask me, where do I get my fundamental insight from? And the websites that I use are Daily FX, Everything FX, Forex Factory, Investing.com, Bloomberg, and CNBC. So I know it seems like a lot, but I'll obviously just browse quick through them throughout the day, and I'll have CNBC or Bloomberg playing in the background throughout the day when I'm at home. So before we dive into the charts, I just wanted to give you an insight on trading itself. Trading, although we look at, humans are creatures of habit, trading is, how can I say, is 20% of trading is through a system or a strategy or a trading plan. The other 80% makes up the psychology, the emotions, the discipline, the patience, the risk and money management. If you can get all those in check, the trading plan is a fraction of what you need to do. The analysis and all that, that's minor compared to what you can do up here. You control your mind. So before we do anything like that, in terms of looking at the chart, you've got to make sure your mind is correct. You've got to be confident when you place your trades. And the way to be confident is self-education. So that being said, keep learning. Pick as many people's brains as you can, and then just keep going and going. And eventually one day it will click and you'll start making bucks. So won't bore you too much longer. Let's get into the charts and let's see if we can make some money this week. What's happening, guys? Alright, so we're going to be breaking down these trades quickly. So I'm going to be doing oil, gold, USD CAD, New Zealand USD, Guppy, GBP JPY, USD JPY, Aussie CAD, Pound Aussie, and Pound CAD. With gold, the weekly, you can see here we've been having a nice bullish run as of late, but if you look at the retracement levels, you can see we're hit the 38. Okay, so if we look at it, I'll make this a bit bigger for you. Okay, so there's a 38 level, and if we look on the weekly, I think we closed below. We did. So there is the 38 level. We closed below the level of the weekly. So is this going to be the turning point for oil? Are we going to be seeing a bit of a bearish turnaround? So that is what I'm currently looking for at the moment. You can see if we go to a smaller time frame, we're currently forming this. It looks like a bullish flag, so we could be pushing one higher. Alternatively, we're going to push down and test this trend line if it's going to respect the weekly resistance level. So again, we have to see how price reacts around that level. We can look on a 1 hour time frame. And from there you can see we've got a nice 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking for another touch down here before we can either progress up, alternatively, or we're going to push down. So that's oil. We break support, quick trade down to this level here, and then we can look at taking further action from there, whether we're going to hold a short or whether we're going to get a bullish signal to go long. Okay, gold's a bit of a tricky one. If we look on a daily time frame, head and shoulders, left, head, right. We then broke down, failed to break, so that head and shoulders was probably invalidated. You can see we pushed higher. But there's two scenarios here for me. Here we've got this flag. Okay, you can see in this level, there's your flag. You can see we've got an A to B, and then we're looking for the C down. And the other scenario is we've got a wedge. Okay, we've got the A, B, C, D. We've had the E, now we're going to have the push down. So those are the two scenarios on the daily that we're going to be looking at. Push lower to go higher, or push lower to break support, a retest and go lower. So that is currently what we're looking at. You can see the bigger picture, the smaller picture here, should I say. We had some nice consolidation. We're probably going to do the same thing we did here, we're going to do here. And then if we get a break, so let's make this a bit clearer here. If we get a break above this level, we look to go long back up to here. If we get a short, we only look to really go short if we break this level there. We need to close below there, retest, and then we look to go short. Otherwise, we're looking for buying opportunities. Unless, obviously, you're going to get a bearish signal at resistance, then you look to short from there. Excuse me. So, USD CAD, Loonie. Alright, so if we look on a daily time frame, I was going to say for a while, but if we look here, we can see we've had the impulse, we've now got the correction. Are we going to expect another impulse move to the downside? You can see the channel with trading in here, sort of 1 to 2. We're looking for a third touch before we can go up. Alternatively, we're going to wedge here and then go straight up there. But there's a possibility that this is going to happen. There, 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 then there, and then back down. And that would just give us a nice deep correction. But if we look on the bigger picture on the weekly, you were actually in this correction here. So are we expecting this to be a nice funnel for a push to make a higher high here? Or are we going to touch, so we can have one. This is more your trend line now. Thinking about it, looking at it. So anyway, so that's the bigger picture. You can see we are trading up. So any sort of positions you want to go long, you want to wait for the pullbacks before you go long. Daily, once again, obviously that's the channel we're looking at trading. Either a buy at this level or a break above here, wait for a flag, and then a buy to take to this level. Oh, wrong one. Let's go back. New Zealand USD. Okay, here you can see on the daily time frame we had a nice triple top. Impulse move to the downside, the correction. We got rejected, 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 triple top, broke the trend line. We're now consolidating, and now we're waiting for either a push to the downside or whether this is just going to be a false breakout, because this is a strong support level. you can see so from there, resistance, resistance, you can see that's a strong level. And not only that, if you look at it on Friday's price action, we had a nice bullish candle. But like I said, is this just the correction after the break before the push to the downside? So that's what we're looking for here. If we go into a lower time frame, you can see there we had some rejection. That was there. We closed below, but we did break this trend line, retest and go up. So we need to see if we get a close below here, we can look to short it, stop above the previous high there, and then obviously we want to take it right back down to this previous low here, to there. Trail the stop. Look at okay. You can see there on the daily time frame what the bigger picture is. We're trading in this range here. You can see that we had a breakout there. Went straight back in, we formed this channel, formed it there. The stochastics are starting to point higher. We did break, we had a nice break above there. So now we're either going to look to continue up to this level, excuse me, continue up to this level here. Alternatively, if we're going to get a break, come and test the support level, maybe get a triple bottom before we look to go higher. Go into a lower time frame. You can see there we had a nice break above, retesting. So now we need to look for a support level that we can then trade off to look to go long. So this level looks pretty good. Strong rejection there, rejection, breakthrough, and then support. So that's the closest support level. So we either look to trade down to here and buy off this level if we get a bullish signal. And then that would tie us up in with this level there. USD JPY, you can see we had a nice rejection off a resistance level there. And let's get rid of that. You can see we're trading down in that bearish channel. You can see we had two bullish days last week, rejected off the resistance level. So now is this going to be the breakout here this week, or we're going to get rejection and come back down? And are we going to be coming back down to this level in the coming weeks? Because obviously that's not going to happen in a day. So that's what we need to look at here. Here's your support level. Sorry, this one. Nice rejection there, rejection, resistance, now we come support. So this is the area we need to look at for either selling if it breaks, or we're going to buy if we get a bullish signal back up. Aussie CAD, this I'm looking to go higher purely because oil is possibly at a turning point. So all the CAD pairs I'll be looking to buy this week, provided oil gives us the liquidity that we need. So again, you can see here we're at resisted, big rejection last week, but now we've possibly opened higher if the market's going to open. So now we're either going to look to push up to this resistance level. Alternatively, we're going to get a push back down. We get a close down here on Monday, then we look to short it back to the support level. Pound Aussie, you can see what's happened here. Broken the trend line. We're now down in this descending triangle, and you can see there were a nice bearish candle on Friday. So again, we're looking for further downside for this pair this week, and targets being around here. Last but not least, Pound CAD. Double top, we had a nice break of the trend line, retest, came back down, and now we're sort of consolidating. Stochastics are all pointing lower. So again, this pair is looking at continuing to the downside. A bearish engulfing candle on Friday. So we'll be looking for short opportunities on this pair. You can see the break, the retest. Excuse me. So now try and keep it simple. We close below here. We get a candle close below here. We short it. Stop above that candle high. We short it back down to this level here. So that is on the scorecards. We've got economic calendar this week. US data, RBA minutes of the meeting. That should be good for the Aussie. Should have a look at that. Average earnings for the UK. Japan with their GDP data out, which should be pretty good. So some pretty big data coming out this week. So again, we'll see if the fundamentals are going to have a big effect on the technicals. But either way, obviously we trade with momentum. So if we get a trend line break, we then look to trade to the next support or resistance level. So that is it, guys. I will upload the video to my channel as well as obviously my website. So if you do have any questions, you can contact me via the channel and or my website. Apologies. And we will look at getting in touch and seeing how we can help you with your trading. So thanks for watching the video, and I will catch you in the next one, which is midweek, where we'll be breaking down the pairs that we have traded or we are looking to trade. So if you are going to trade this week, trade safe. Remember, trading is psychology. So your trading plan is 20% of what needs to be done. Your discipline, your emotions, your psychology, as well as your risk management comes foremost. 80% of what your mind does is going to come from that. So have a good week, guys, and I will see you in the next one.